What's up, Facebook family? I hope everybody is well and everybody in social media is doing well. I want to talk to you guys today about being equipped for life. We oftentimes go back to the things that we study, the things that people tell us, how to prepare ourselves for the journey ahead. Mentally, we have to always have our mind set on accomplishment. And mentally, we also have to have our mind set on being rejected. Both of them are equally important, and both of them help you obtain your goal. But being equipped is something that most human beings aren't able to do. When you take a survey or you listen to news media or you read a lot of books, they always give percentages of people that are able to achieve their goals as opposed to people who don't. And the ones that don't achieve their goals are just the people who surrender to the objective that is in front of them. And taking on your life challenges means that you have to understand that you won't always have victory. But if your goal is something that you adamantly and strongly believe in your DNA, then there's no surrendering to the obstacles in front of you. Rejection is just a thing in life. And rejection is set up by people. It's not necessarily set up by you. If somebody has something that you see and you want, and they explain to you how to get it, and you go about trying to get it, and some people say, well, we don't have this position for you, or we don't have this thing ready for you. Try back in a couple of months. And if your level of frustration is that you didn't get it right away, then that is your mental block. That is you not realizing the process might be legitimate, that they may not have that thing ready for you right now. But make sure that you're prepared for it when it does approach you again or you approach it again. But if they're just people that are just in your way, just trying to tell you, you can't have this, it's impossible for you to do this, and I'm not going to open the door for you, then your mental state of mind has to be, if this is meant for me, then this is something that I have to pursue, and I don't care how many no's I get. Mr. Les Brown always talk about you get those no's, but you keep getting up, you keep fighting back, you keep realizing that your goal is a very difficult thing to handle, and you got to get out there and do that. And with this social media thing today, I know everybody will have to realize that you can and you must reinvent yourself every single day. Antonio T. Smith teaches that the way to become a millionaire now, with all the other things that we have, is the internet. It is the last great frontier to getting people to understand the products that you have and the services that you have and what you have to offer the world that could convince them that what you have is worthy. And even if that doesn't work, Gary Vee just simply says, get out and do it. Tony Robbins say, I constantly have to remake myself every day to be successful. Oprah say you still have to persevere against all the odds. I mean, these are people that have tremendous success. And if they're telling you that time after time after time, you have to stay mentally strong, physically ready to be able to tackle the day ahead. And every morning that you get up from your bed, or every afternoon, depending on what stage in life or shift in life that you have to work, you have to make sure that you're fortified with the attitude that there's no surrender in me. No matter how difficult this may be, this is my goal, this is my dream, this is my time, and I got to pursue what's mine. It doesn't matter if the next person might have the same dream as you, but if you're stronger, then you're going to achieve what you want. Sometimes things are made to break you down and build you up if that's what you see in your life. In this day and age, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot of things that you have to equip yourself for. But the first thing that must be strong in your life is your mental state of mind. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, 20 years. Perseverance in terms of writing a book that the world wanted. What do you want? What do you wake up every morning feeling strong about? What is it every morning you desire most to see in your life? When you start desiring these things and you start reading these books and listening to these videos and understanding what these people are telling you, the main thing that you have to understand is that you have to equip yourself with the messages that I'm going to succeed and I'm going to achieve my dream. And it may not yield you millions and millions of dollars in the beginning, but if it's something that you see and feel and you desire, then the money is secondary to you accomplishing what you want. And once you get to where you're going and you can kind of see that pathway is set for you, then that once you get that taste, then there should be nothing to stop you. Even if more obstacles come up your way, you still will be able to do that. Steve Harvey talks about living in his car for a few years until he was able to get his break. Other people was trying to figure out from their job and their opportunities, how can they best, take care of their family and pursue their dreams. These are things that you have to map out every day of your life. Every morning that you get up is a new day. It's a new building block to the life that you want or the life that you see yourself in, or something that you might need to change, or you might be on top of what it is you have expected. And if you're at the top of your game, then you must help others be on top of their game. You must explain to them the keys to success for them. They may not necessarily do it the way you do it, but you can have similar components. You can tell them to make sure that they're mentally ready. You can tell them to make sure that they're physically in shape. You can tell them to make sure that whatever they're pursuing, that they know what it is they're pursuing, that they know the history of it, they got the knowledge of it. And even if they don't have the history or knowledge, be willing to work to learn something new. If you're trying to open up a new market, what does that take? How many people do you have that can help you? But the main thing is, we're not like other animals in the field. They don't worry about the things that we worry about. We worry about success, fame, making a good name. We worry about how much money we need to survive. We worry about what kind of house we want to live in. We worry about how we want to take care of our kids. So if our mind is set upon that, then we have to make sure that in the environment that we live in, which is with the human family, what does it take to accomplish that? And I think it's within your right to wake up every day pursuing your goal. It is your right until you grow to be 99 years old to constantly seek better ways to challenge yourself, to make your goals and your aspirations worthwhile. And even if you don't feel that you're going in the right direction, there's always time to turn around. But if you keep running and you keep dodging what it is you feel you need to do, then you'll be running and dodging all your life. You're not made to dodge everything. You're made to dodge those things that are going to cost you harm. If nothing is going to cause you any harm, then what's the fear of you doing it anyway? Now, you don't want to jump off a bridge and there's concrete at the bottom thinking you're going to survive, right? You want to jump into an abyss that you don't see anything, but you jump in with your light, and on the way down, if you got your wings ready, you can see where you're going to land, and you can choose to land as soft as you want. So your mind is going to be your wings, ladies and gentlemen. Your wing of light. And your dreams is the thing that you want to land upon every single day. And as you begin to do that, you should, and I would think that you would grow stronger from that. And if you grow stronger from that, then you can help someone in your family grow stronger from that. But you can't give them that. They have to have the mental ability and the desire to want to do it as bad as you do. The thing about society today is we just believe in giving people everything right away. No hard work involved. If Denzel had to work hard, you got to work hard. If Tony Robbins worked hard, you got to work hard. If Gary Vee works hard, you got to work hard. And if Antonio T. Smith Jr. work hard, ladies and gentlemen, you got to work hard, because success does not come to you quickly. And I'll go back to Napoleon Hill when he wrote Think and Grow Rich. It took him 20 years, and he got no compensation for the work that he was putting in. But he was told by Mr. Carnegie that if you can get this formula right, you won't need anything from me. And after 20 years of writing and doing what he needed to do, he became not only financially successful, but wrote one of the greatest motivational books of all time. They're still being used, and some of those things are adapted by people today. So just think about yourself. What can you do? What will you do to equip yourself to go after what you want? Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to take a few minutes to talk to you today. And I hope that on this beautiful day, wherever you are in the world, that you think about what you want to do. That you acknowledge the fact that you are capable, that you have dreams and you want to accomplish those dreams, and you want to affirm that every day. You write down the steps that you need that's going to get you closer to what you want to achieve. And once you've done those two steps, the last thing that you must always do in life is to execute. Execution is the key to everything. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you got some value from this. And if you did get value, please like it and share it with other people and see what we can spread throughout the social media world about just really finding simple ways to fix ourselves. Because if you use social media for anything, make sure you use it to fix yourself. And if you're trying to tell your story, make sure that your story can translate to someone else being able to be more successful than you. Because if you're successful and someone becomes more successful, then with the social media platform, you're doing your job. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Once again, my name is Leroy, and I hope to visit you again sometime soon. Thank you, and have an amazing day.